Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Spider-Man Back Then. Now, I know that I said in the previous episode that Toy Biz was the next part. However, I realized LEGO had Spider-Man for 8 years after Mega Bloks. So that's what we're going to be doing this episode. Because, yeah, 8 years, that's a long time ago. So that would classify as Spider-Man Back Then. Let's talk about it. Let's end the bricks today. So, in the beginning, when LEGO got back the rights to Spider-Man, what they would do is they would tie in with the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series. And what they would do is they would make it more faithful to actually how it went down in the series. They would have Spider-Cycle, they would have Dr. Octopus, like how he would look in the show. They even had Spider-Man's teammate, his buddies. You got J. Jonah Jameson, which does quite look like J.K. Simmons. You got the Daily Bugle building. These early sets, they really capture the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series. And were a great callback to Spider-Man. So those that had missed out on the LEGO set could purchase these ones. Sure, they didn't have the red body like the movies did, but it was still Spider-Man. You had that red head with the white lenses. Then, later on, they would kind of hint at the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Actually, yeah. You're probably wondering why they had the Ultimate Spider-Man instead of, the movie that came out, The Amazing Spider-Man. Well, that was because Mega Bloks had the Amazing Spider-Man rights. They only had the rights to Ultimate Spider-Man, the TV show that was airing at the same time. And that's why they did it like that. And then in 2014, Mega Bloks didn't have Spider-Man anymore. LEGO was the only thing that had the Spider-Man in brick form. Yeah. So they would have Electro, but it would be the blue Electro. So it's the Ultimate Comics, but it could be used for the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Of course, Spider-Man has a vehicle, but oh well. And then you had some standard set that would be more like the comic. So you'd have kind of like a switcheroo. Like some stuff would be like the comics, but some stuff would be like the show. Some would just be inspiration from LEGO. This set was cool. I mean, it has the Ultimate Comics Green Goblin, where he turns himself into a monster, and Mary Jane. It's more comic book accurate than the other ones that we gotten previously. The other ones were based off movie version, so that was a nice change of pace. You got Luke Cage, Power Man in a helicopter. Then they kind of stopped doing the Ultimate Spider-Man after that. They would have the name Ultimate Spider-Man on their set, but they didn't really do Ultimate Spider-Man. They would have Miles Morales, Carnage, Shield Agent, and then they would have Rhino. Yeah, they had the Rhino, who looks like from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the set is supposed to be comic book version, so it kind of throws you off for a little bit. Then you'd have Dr. Octopus in a tactical trap, White Tiger, Captain Stacy, Vulture. You see, they got rid of the Ultimate altogether, and it's just Marvel Spider-Man. And they would start having a lot of unique sets. They had Ghost Rider and Hobgoblin. We've never even gotten these, but now Spider-Man's thrown in there just to call it a Spider-Man set. But come on, you wanted that Ghost Rider. And you notice that the Bleecker Street was actually there on the lamppost is reference to Spider-Man 2, where Joe's Pizza, where Spider-Man delivers a pizza, is actually located on Bleecker Street. It says so on his helmet. Then we have Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle with a whole bunch of Spider-Man minifigures: Jessica Drew, Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man, Scorpion, Green Goblin, Aunt May, Kraven the Hunter, Taxi Bridge. And it's more like a half a bridge with a bunch of graffiti and web accessories all over it. I've actually seen people where they take this bridge and they take 2 sets and they make a full bridge out of it. It's quite impressive. This is a huge set right here. Then we have Tanker Truck Takedown, which is just Captain America Civil War, but the reason why it's featured on this is because Spider-Man's on there, which is it's basically an MCU set featuring Spider-Man. Then we'd have Spider-Man Homecoming, which of course the sets are gonna recreate scenes from the movie. You're gonna have an ATM heist battle because that was a pretty cool scene in the movie, and I'm pretty glad that they did that in Lego set form. And then you're gonna have the getaway van with the Chitauri and Vulture and Spider-Man and Iron Man, just so you can get those different variants. And then we have another MCU set featuring Spider-Man. It's Infinity War. It's the Sanctorum Showdown. And then you have, somewhere down the line they had introduced mini macros where Spider-Man had these adorable eyes, and they were little mini figures with tiny legs, and they had little mini vehicles with the villains. Those were cute and stuff, but you you could use those for different facial expressions that Spider-Man does because his lenses, they move and stuff. So that was a pretty cool feature. Then we would finally get more of a distinct style for the Lego Spider-Man set. Instead instead of having like a plain red banner across all of them, it would instead have blue background, blue this with a Spider-Man on the side. Way more distinctive, and you'd have red and blue Spider-Man build, so that way it was distinctively Spider-Man. You could tell what the Spider-Man sets were. And yeah, that Spider-Man mech is kind of black, but that Venom, ooh-wee, that is a big Venom. That is a good Venom, and that may drop your ice cream, so Spider-Man's gonna beat Venom now. And yeah, pretty plain, pretty comic. Far From Home, this is getting actually pretty recent right now with the shield suit, recreating scenes from the movie, yada yada, same old stuff. What was interesting about the Hydro attack was you had Peter Parker who had a hood headpiece with the lenses printed on. That was actually pretty unique. They've never done that before, and you could probably do that with a lot of other Spider-Man minifigures now, so you can like get Peter Parker with the mask. That's probably like the only reason why you'd want to buy this set, maybe also because you want Mysterio. And then you have the Stark Jet and Drone Attack, which kind of reminds me of, you know, the space shuttle thing that was in the Spider-Man animated series that has the black symbiote that comes intact with it and then comes in with Spider-Man. That's what I thought this set was about without any context. But of course, it's tying in with Spider-Man Far From Home. If you watch the movie, you know why there's a Stark Industries jet and why there's drones and stuff. And Nick Fury, he's running on the side of the jet. What the heck? He's got like superpowers or something. He's able to withstand the force of this jet because of the thrusters. And Nick Fury's just like, hey Spider-Man, I gotta talk to you. My gosh, Nick Fury, you are a character, aren't you? And then we have 2020 set, and they're still releasing sets as I speak right now. So if I miss a few, just know that it's because they're just being released. You have a new Spider-Girl with a Doc Ock, and then they got Spider-Mech. I wish that the Spider-Mech had red fingers. I don't mind Spider-Mech. I kind of wish they made him just a bigger Spider-Man instead of making him more of like a mechanical Spider-Man. I mean, the Iron Man version I feel like looks more like a bigger version of Iron Man, which fits a lot better. But that's just my opinion, right? Spider bike thing. And yeah, that was it. That was 8 years condensed into this little quick video with my overall viewpoint on top of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe share it with other people. This channel, maybe check out the rest of my channel. I make Spider-Man videos, Spider-Man content every now and then. My gosh, it has been an incredible beginning of this series. This is the end of the beginning. The end of the bricks. We have finished it. We have started from the early 2000s Lego to Mega Bloks when they had done Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man, until Lego, who did the Ultimate Spider-Man to MCU Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, they had a comprehensive history. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
And fly into action. Launch the net to capture Electro. While Spider-Man swings in to stop the Green Goblin. New LEGO Marvel superhero sets, each set sold separately.